Everyone talks about Luis Figo's betrayal of Barcelona. The outrage, the protests, the infamous pigs had thrown onto the pitch. But what if I told you Figo wasn't the first? Pause. Before him, another superstar dared to cross football's forbidden line, Barcelona to Real Madrid. And his revenge was deadlier. This is Michael Laudrup, the magician of Johan Cruyff's dream team, the man who built Barcelona's golden era. For La Ligas, their first Champions League, a legend, until one decision turned him into the ultimate traitor. Whisper, and what happened next? He didn't just join Real Madrid, he destroyed the very empire he helped create. But this story isn't just about Laudrup. Faster pacing. Today, we're exposing football's most shocking betrayals. The captains who stabbed their clubs in the back, the idols who became public enemies, and one player who did the unthinkable, yet still earned respect from both sides. Pause. So tell me, does loyalty even exist in football? From Sol Campbell's midnight escape to Arsenal, to Van Persie's £24 million revenge at Man United, from Luis Enrique celebrating like a madman against Real Madrid, to the bonus rebel who crossed Milan's divide without a single boo. Slow down. These stories will make you question everything you know about football loyalty. But before we get to them, let's rewind to where it all began. The original betrayal. The forgotten villain. This is how Michael Laudrup went from Barcelona's genius to the man who killed their golden age. Everyone remembers Luis Figo's betrayal of Barcelona. The pig's head, the outrage, the sheer hatred. But Figo wasn't the first. Years earlier, Michael Laudrup, the genius of Johan Cruyff's dream team, the man who won 4 straight La Ligas and Barcelona's first Champions League, made the same unthinkable move. After being benched in the 1994 UCL final humiliation against Milan, Laudrup didn't just leave. He joined Real Madrid, and in his first Clásico, a 5-0 demolition, with Laudrup orchestrating the destruction of the very empire he built. Barcelona fans called him a traitor. Madrid fans called it justice. But Laudrup was just the beginning. Johan Cruyff, the godfather of total football, shocked Ajax by joining their rivals Feyenoord, and then crushed them 4-1 to win the league. Sol Campbell, Tottenham's captain, swore he'd never join Arsenal, until he did, becoming a hated figure in North London while lifting trophies with the Invincibles. Luis Enrique went from Real Madrid to Barcelona, celebrated wildly against his old club, and later returned as manager to win the treble. Robin van Persie, Arsenal's hero, became their nightmare when he handed Manchester United a Premier League title with 26 goals. But not every betrayal ends in flames. Clarence Seedorf crossed Milan's divide, entered the AC, and kept respect from both sides, winning 2 Champions Leagues without a single boo. And then there's Figo, the ultimate villain. His return to Camp Nou in a Real Madrid shirt brought flying bottles, coins, and that infamous pig's head. But was Figo the traitor? Or was it Barcelona, who failed to keep their star? From Laudrup's revenge to Seedorf's respect, these stories prove one thing. In football, loyalty is fragile, but betrayal is unforgettable. And so we return to where it all began. Luis Figo, the ultimate symbol of football betrayal. That night at Camp Nou wasn't just about a pig's head or flying bottles. It was about shattered love. Figo had been Barcelona's prince, their Ballon d'Or winner, the face of a generation. But when Florentino Perez dangled a record-breaking contract and the keys to Real Madrid's empire, Figo made the choice that would define his legacy. Was it greed, ambition, or simply the cold reality of football's business? Whatever the reason, the damage was irreversible. Yet Figo's story forces us to ask, who really betrays whom in football? Clubs discard legends without hesitation. Just ask Laudrup, cast aside before he joined Madrid, or Van Persie, pushed out after carrying Arsenal for years. Even Sol Campbell, who felt Tottenham's ambition didn't match his own. The line between traitor and pragmatist is razor thin. And then there's the rarest breed of all. It isn't about loyalty. It's about moments. Laudrup's revenge, Campbell's defiance, Figo's infamy. These betrayals aren't just transfers. They're seismic shifts that redefine clubs' careers and legacies. Because in football, you're either the hero or the villain history never forgets. Which betrayal shocked you the most? Drop your pick in the comments. And if you want more football's darkest secrets, smash that subscribe button. Because next time, we're exposing the transfers that almost happened until they were stolen at the last minute.